Hi guys, today I'll be telling you my doll wish list. First is most of the 13 Wishes line. More specifically, Draculaura, Claudine, Howleen, Abby, Gigi, Frankie, and Laguna. Next is the Boo York line. I really want the dolls from this line because I had a few when I was a kid and I sold them all. So that was pretty sad. I had like the dressed up Mercedes, Elle, Luna, and then I had Claudine, Draculaura, and the caddy with the like the armor shield piece, and then I had Operetta too. It was the most I had from a specific Monster High line. Yeah, and I sold them all, so I hope to get those back someday. Next is the Frightfully Tall Ghouls line. I really want them all, but they're like really expensive online. Like people sell them for a lot. But I really want Draculaura. I don't know. I just want a ginormous Draculaura in my room. Next is Ghoul Fair. Out of these three, I want Scara the most because I had her as a kid. But I broke her because actually most of my Monster High dolls were broken because their knees are so fragile. I would play with them and then at the knees it would just break. Next is the Ghouls Rue line. I want all 5 of these, but the one I want the most is Draculaura and Frankie. I don't know. Draculaura and Frankie were like my favorites when I was a kid, so I guess I've always just liked their dolls. Next up is the new Scare Master Caddy, Jennifer, and Twyla. I have actually made it my mission to get every single G1 and G3 Twyla dolls. And so far, I have every G3 Twyla, and all I'm missing from G1 is Freak to Chic, New Scare Master, and Haunted, getting ghostly. Next is Scary Tale / Scarily Ever After. I actually have Snow Bite, Draculaura, but she does not have any of her clothes. It's literally just a doll. And then I have her dressed in the 2014 re-release Draculaura, like 2014, 2015, the bad quality one. That was actually my first Monster High doll, that Draculaura, and I have her outfit, so I just put it in the Snow Bite because I don't have any of her pieces. Next up is Scaratage, Scalita, and Operetta. Next is Bramble Students, Batsy Claro. Next is Freaky Fusion, Cleoli, Claw Venus, Bonita, and Scara dressed as Toralei. Next is Frights Camera Action, Elizabeth, and Honey Swamp. Next is Dead Tired Draculaura with her bed. Next up is Dead Tired Laguna with her hydration station. Next is Dead Tired Claudine with her bed. Next is Dead Tired Rebecca. Next up is the Gloom Beach 5-pack. Next is Great Scarier Reef Laguna, Kala, Perry and Pearl, Claudine, and Draculaura. Next is Haunted, Getting Ghostly, Twyla, Kiyomi, River, Rochelle, and Draculaura. Next up is I Love Fashion, Widona, Iris, Wisp, and Scara. Next is Caddy 13 Wishes. Sorry for the quality of this photo, it's the only one I could find. Next is the Deadlux High School playset. I actually had this one, but of course, I sold it. Next is the original 2011, I think, high school playset. Next is the Freaky Fusion Catacombs playset, and I also had this one. Next is Wonder Wolf from the Power Ghouls line. Next is School's Out or Wave 2 Draculaura. Next is Campus Stroll or Wave 3 Howleen. Next is the Skull Shores 5-pack, which I also used to have, and I remember I loved these dolls. Next is Sweet Screams, Draculaura, and Frankie. Next is Ever After High dolls. First is Wave 1, Briar, Ashlyn, and Maddie. Next is Wave 2 Blondie. Next is Legacy Day Ashlyn. Next is Wave 3 Lizzie, Cedar, Holly, and Poppy. Next is Hattastic Tea Party, Apple, Briar, Cedar, Cerise, and Maddie. Next is Mirror Beach, Apple, Ashlyn, and Maddie. Next is Through the Woods, Ashlyn, Blondie, Cupid, and Poppy. Next is Spring Unsprung, Cedar, Holly, and Kitty. Next is Wave 4, Kitty. Next is Way to Wonderland, Apple, Briar, Lizzie, Maddie, Kitty, and Courtly Jester. Next is Wave 5, Farrah Good Fairy. Next is Book Club, Kitty. Last but not least, Birthday Ball, Cedar, and Rosabella. I hope you enjoyed my wish list for this year. In January, I will make a video and see how many of these dolls I got. See you guys later. Bye!